Hey y'all, so Beverly Hills is back finally. It felt like a 3-week hiatus, but this is episode 16 and we are in Aspen finally. Oh, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the chaos, the drama, and we have a lot to discuss for this video, so get comfortable. Now, before I get into this review, I just want to comment on all the online stuff that's been going on. I really don't like it. My allegiance is with Garcelle. I think it's despicable. I am a OG Real Housewives fan. I've been watching Beverly Hills since season 1, and I just think this fan base, like the Bravo fan base, we ain't Drag Race. Like, stop coming after these ladies. Like, yes, I got a problem with Diana, Lisa, Erica, but I would never go under their pages and at them about how they get on my goddamn nerves. Like, this is my platform where I can speak that. I also wouldn't harass any of their children. So that is ridiculous. Like, I need some of these hardcore Bravo fans to chill out because they're not even fans. They're just toxic. I don't like how they're bringing this to a dark place. And Beverly Hills has been dark. I mean, if you've been watching seasons 1 through 3, but this is a different kind of dark that does not make the show fun to watch. So please, y'all, chill the F out. And when I say y'all, I mean the crazies. So we open the episode with Kyle and Dorit. Kyle's driving. It's the day after that 70s party. Clearly because their hair is all over the place right now. They're just discussing the events that happened. They're discussing Lisa Rinna's unusual outbursts for the past few episodes. And I mean, they're making excuses for her. And yes, she's going through grief, but the only person they know she's taking it out on is Sutton. I mean, the Fox Force 4 girls, they continue to make excuses for each other and never hold each other accountable. Now, I want everybody to pay attention to what Dorit said in the beginning of this episode. She said she doesn't want Sutton to feel like it's a pile on. Remember that statement for the end of this episode. I also love how Dorit's putting it on Sutton for not being able to articulate herself, so she deserves the bullying that she's been receiving. Sutton really has been low-key carrying the season with her conflict with almost the entire cast, with the exception of Kathy, Cherie, and Garcelle. So next scene, we're at Garcelle's house and she's being visited by racist Diana of all people. And when she walks in, she tells Garcelle that she's wearing her jumpsuit backwards. Maybe this happened because she dressed herself for once. Also, this is episode 16. We are 16 weeks into this show, and this is the first time that Garcelle and Diana have had a one-on-one. So far in this scene, Diana is pleasant and warm, shockingly enough. So Garcelle brings up to Diana what she told her in front of the group, that I wish I could get to know you outside of Sutton, which she's doing now. And Diana says, well, if Sutton was here, this probably wouldn't have happened. And she also says she's taking her space from Sutton because she doesn't know whether she's malicious or not. And Garcelle is pushing her to give Sutton a chance. I still don't think Sutton really did anything wrong to Diana. She keeps harping on when Sutton confronted her at Garcelle's birthday party, but she was in full right to. Like, why are you at the host party when you just bashed her on the group chat? It's really odd. I'm gonna stick up for my friend. I'll be like, oh, why is you here? So they're now talking about the upcoming Aspen trip, and Garcelle asks Diana, why are you staying in a hotel? And basically, Diana wants control of her environment. She wants to make sure she can come and go as she pleases, and I'm sure she doesn't want any surprises as well. Hey, it ain't tricking if you got it, so get your own lodging, heifer. There go that lip licking again. You just can't unsee the shit. So racist Diana and Garcelle are laughing and kikiing, and maybe there's a hope for friendship between the two. So next scene, we're with Lisa and Harry Hamlin, and they're just discussing her mother Lois and talking about her grief. Look, if anything I've learned these past few months, grief is a bitch. Like, it changes you. Trust me, y'all. I don't want to get, too damper, but it is something that you never get over, and it's just something you learn to live with. And it's very difficult. Even though I can't stand Lisa right now, I can relate to her on that. Like, it seems like everything will remind you of the person that you're grieving. Next scene, we're with Kyle talking to Mauricio in her backyard. I really want to get a count of how many animals are living in Kyle's house. Like, I feel like she owns 5 dogs, at least. Child, they playing golf in their backyard? Fast forward. So they're talking about the Aspen trip, and Mauricio, again, he is high as hell right now. They have a plane organized for the ladies, and it looks like Mauricio's going to be joining. I do not mind Mauricio going on a trip with the ladies. He knows how to mind his business while still being in the same room with the ladies. days. Kyle just giving us a background on how many times her and Mauricio used to go to Aspen, and they finally bought a place there in 2019. They got houses everywhere. Kyle is rich. So next scene we're with Dorit and PK. So she's talking to PK about who's staying in which house in Aspen. And it's a big deal right now because she isn't staying with her girl Kyle. She's gonna be staying in the rental with Crystal, Garcelle, and Sutton. While at Kyle's house is gonna be Rena, Erika, and I was assuming Kathy, because I'm a little confused because Dorit said Kyle's house is 3 bedrooms and we just saw it's 4. So where's Kathy staying? Dorit says in her confessional that she's so used to staying with Kyle every group trip, but for this one she's just going to take one for the team because so many people want to stay with Kyle, and she's also aware of the friction between some of the ladies, so she was like, fuck it, I'll just stay in the rental. Dorit is now talking about the robbery that happened a very long time ago, and I'm guessing she's still dealing with it. It's her plot line and she's sticking to it. But hey, I mean, it's her own journey and I respect it. So we're back with Kyle and Mauricio, and for some reason, Kyle is telling Mauricio that Garcelle and Sutton unfollowed Erika. Why would he care? Why? And the only reason Kyle knows this is because it made the blogs. Now Kyle's in her confessional acknowledging that it's pretty stupid to care about if someone follows you or not, but she says in this group, it's a statement. And I get that, but why does Kyle care? You know, like Garcelle and Sutton are following you. Why do you care if they're following Erika or not? If Erika cares, she'll bring it up. You don't have to. But let's wait till the end of the episode. So next scene, I think it's the day of the Aspen trip. We get a little montage of all the ladies packing. We're with Garcelle and she's FaceTiming Cherie. And she's telling her that she wants nothing to do with Erika after the 70s party. Garcelle's like, she could be on fire. I don't have any water for her. I bet she wanted to say the other phrase, I wouldn't piss on her if she was on fire, but yeah, I'm glad she cleaned it up. Oh, okay, so I was corrected. Production lets us know that this is the day before the Aspen trip. So now we're at Crystal's place, and she's calling Garcelle because she heard another article about Erika drop. And it's the one about the $750,000 earrings that she doesn't want to give up, that she knows was bought with stolen money. But it's Erika. Like, are we shocked? What's also funny is Garcelle says she has to report this on The Real, because The Real was still going on when this season was filming. She says she's glad that this episode of The Real isn't airing until after they come back from Aspen. Crystal mentioned that this is probably going to come up during the Aspen trip because I'm sure all the ladies know about it. But you know, nobody in the Fox Force 4 is going to bring it up. But Kyle, I'm sure she's going to try to find a way to get one of the other ladies to bring it up. Crystal says in her confession that she's definitely not bringing it up to Erika, and then production reminds us from the last reunion when Erika bit her head off. I mean, I would love it for Crystal to develop a backbone and stand up to Erika, and we see if they get into it, I think in the next episode, so we shall see. So next scene is finally the day of the Aspen trip. We see all the ladies together. They're taking the PJ, arranged by Kyle, and it's first class all the way. This is also a 10 cast member trip. Crazy, 10 people. So the ladies touch down in Aspen, and it is beautiful. Hopefully one day me and my friend group can travel to Aspen. But yeah, we see both houses that the ladies will be staying in. Kyle's house, it's cute. It's very homey, but this rental, oh my God, I'd rather stay at the rental. It has an elevator, it's chic, it has a private chef. Yeah, it's way better than Kyle's house. And low-key, I feel like production is shading her house compared to the rental. But to be fair though, this rental is made for hosting. Like Kyle's place, it just has a more homier feel and it looks like it's lived in constantly. So Kathy Hilton finally arrived. She's at Kyle's place. She says she's only slept 3 hours and 4 days. She's starting already. 3 hours of sleep in 4 days. Miss Hilton, what are you doing? I mean, she is so busy, y'all. I really want to know, what is her daily routine? Because it looked like everyone is doing something for her. So how can she be tired of all people? Kyle gives us a fun fact that she's owned this house for 3 years and Kathy has never come over. That's not surprising to me, but to see Kathy Hilton sleeping in a bunk bed, that is something. Kathy Hilton is really that old lady you see in the park feeding the birds. She just happened to be rich. Just hearing how she talking to some of the ladies about these stories. So then we're with racist Diana at her hotel suite, surrounded by assistants at her beck and call. I will say she looks cute for once in this outfit. I like it a lot. So now we see all the ladies arriving at Kyle's Aspen house because she's hosting a barbecue and Mauricio is doing the cooking. So far everything is kumbaya for now. We see Mauricio done with the food and bringing it out, and Kathy Hilton, she's complaining because, she's used to getting things her way and barking orders. And she's kind of barking orders at Mauricio, and he seems a little perturbed by her. He's like, well, you can grill this corn if you want. You can do what you want. I ain't doing it. He didn't say it like that, but that's how he meant it. Kathy Hilton is being like my mom right now. She'll just be talking to hear herself talk. What should I do with this? Or makes these little passive-aggressive suggestions. Oh, my mom does that so much. Where's the napkins? Where's the butter for the corn? Do you mind if I take this steak? Ooh, this corn isn't cooked. So after dinner, the ladies all gather around the living room. We see Lisa Rinna bring over a Ouija board. Some of the ladies ain't down for this, but we're sure they're gonna ask him some messy questions to do on the board. I've never done it before. I'm assuming that little thingy on the board moves by itself. My imagination is too active for that. And here go executive producer Kyle Richards clocking in. She wants to make sure she asks some questions pertaining to the group. She's starting. Everybody rolls their eyes because they know Kyle's starting shit. Like she's a shit stirrer. The first question they ask, will the group all get along? I think they just push the thing to no. And then the next one is, will Garcelle find a soulmate? For some reason, the Ouija board goes for a W, and Cherie is like, W? Oh, we share a W. Cherie, we get it. You were with Will Smith. We got it. Oh my God. So the question after that, Kyle messy motherfucking ass Richards. She asked, why did Garcelle and Sutton unfollow Erika? First and foremost, I thought the Ouija board answers yes or no questions or one word answers. So she knew what she was doing. I blame her again for this. She does this every episode and it just turns into a Sutton pile on. Why isn't anyone calling this out? We see even Erika in her confessional is annoyed by Kyle for bringing that up. Also, I didn't notice this my first watch, so we get a flashback of them on the plane just 6 hours ago, and Kyle tried to bring it up then. And she asked Sutton, why'd you unfollow Erika? And Sutton was just like, oh, it's a joke or whatever. Now she brought it up again? Yeah, this is so calculated by Kyle. Let's talk about your shit, Kyle. Like, how's your relationship with Kim? So then we're back to the question at hand, and Garcelle answers it honestly because Erika called me a liar. That's why I unfollowed her. We're now at a back and forth between Garcelle and Erika. My sentiments is the same as Kathy Hilton on this. Like, again, we're talking about this. So, according to Erika, she thinks it was intentional with Garcelle bringing up her drinking issue with all the ladies. And Garcelle reminds her, well, I told you to your face, remember? And surely enough, production brings up the clip of the two of them at dinner and Garcelle telling her like how she got wasted at multiple events. We even see in that clip between the two that Erika admitted that she was wasted, blackout drunk, and not just tipsy. So what's the issue? Oh my God. Kathy Hilton. Look, I'm enjoying her presence on the show. I'm hoping she don't say anything problematic coming up, but she interjects in this conversation and saying she understands why Garcelle is so mad about being called a liar. It's 3 things I don't want to be called: a liar, a thief, and a pedo. I can't say the full word. I am about to get this video taken down, but it's just so random. A liar, a thief, and we just jump over to that. If I was Kathy, I probably would have said racist instead, given the climate of everything. The other women are just taken aback. Oh, and Garcelle tells Erika to her face, Erika, we don't have to be friends. And Erika agrees. She was like, yeah, we don't have to be friends. Garcelle's like, great. The other ladies are shocked because I don't think they would ever want to be in a position where they're not friends with Erika or if Erika is mad at them. So then Kyle interjects, and here she go again, dragging Sutton into this so she can be ran over. Like, now she brings up the fact that Sutton told her it was a joke on the plane, and she brings that up to Garcelle, and she's like, oh, who's that a joke between? And she's like, between me and her. And that's fine. They're the closest. So why would that be an issue, Kyle? That has nothing to do with her. I'm blaming Kyle on this, y'all. Do y'all see this pattern? If y'all go back to my last video, Kyle was the one that started it. Like, I think she started every situation where Sutton was piled up on. Even Dorit in her confessional is calling Kyle a shit stirrer, but she's not telling her in that moment. Kathy Hilton's trying to shut down the conversation, saying, look, y'all, who cares? Who really cares? Like, you unfollow this person on Instagram, fine. But Kyle has an issue with that now, and she keeps trying to talk about it. Kyle just did an outburst right now. It's not that it's important! Girl, look, I cannot wait till the reunion. I hope she gets it from Sutton and Garcelle, and I hope they realize that all this shit happened because of Kyle. But according to Kyle, she's like, it's the intention behind it is what I'm trying to get to. Kyle says she just doesn't understand, and Sutton says, she called me a see you next Tuesday. And Kyle's like, didn't just say that! First of all, if I was Sutton, I'd be like, who the fuck are you talking to? I don't give a fuck if I'm in your house right now. Don't yell at me. Like, I want to shake Sutton. I really just want to shake her. Stand up for yourself. You don't need Garcelle behind your back. Put these bitches in their place. But I'm asking this of Sutton, so I get it. The look on Garcelle's face, though, she's irritated. I know she wants to say something, but she can't be coming to Sutton's defense all the time. Sutton gotta learn to speak for herself. But as you can see, we're witnessing the pile-on right now. And what did Dorit say at the beginning of the episode? How she didn't want Sutton to feel like everyone was piling on? Well, why aren't you speaking up? I'm getting so irritated right now watching this unfold. So now Sutton and Kyle are going back and forth, and then Kyle gets frustrated. I just want people to be honest. Her go-to phrase, and she gets frustrated and gets up and walks away. That is fine. I want Sutton to just get up and strangle her. I'm on Sutton's side. And then we get to her confessional. She's saying Erika called her see you next Tuesday, and nobody said anything to her. But yet when it's Sutton, everyone is holding her accountable and jumping on her. I agree. Wow. So when Sutton finally speaks up for herself and tells the group, none of y'all spoke up for me when Erika called me a see you next Tuesday, first Rinna says, why do we need to? And then Diana said, cause you are. And then Erika just busts out laughing in this duck voice. Diana's laughing. I think we see Dorit as well as Lisa Rinna snickering. Garcelle is not amused at all. Poor Sutton. Like, this was straight up bullying. I don't fuck with you. Like, don't joke with me like that. I don't think Diana would appreciate if Sutton came at her like that. That is crazy. Like, I feel so bad for Sutton in this scene. And fraudulent ass Erika is just so tickled by that. Garcelle then tells Diana, that's not cool. And when things simmer down, Garcelle tells Sutton, like, yeah, you feel like no one stands up for you. So then Diana takes this moment, with her lip-licking ass, and she completely unloads on Sutton and why she doesn't like her in front of the group, and no one says anything. It is crickets. Like, of course Garcelle's gonna stand up for her, but all the other ladies are silent. Even Cherie. And here go racist ass, annoying ass Diana. It's just the things that she does. But I can't stand her. Very slithery. You calling somebody slithery. You racist wench. Now look, let me chill out with the R words because she's been sending out cease and desists to everybody. This is beyond disrespectful on Diana's part. It's kind of disgusting, and she's referencing Sutton like she's not even in the fucking room. Sutton looks genuinely hurt right now. Does she have the feelings? Does she? I cannot stand her. I can't stand her. I want a piano to fall on her. Like, Sutton is too graceful in this moment right now. I would have lunged at her. They would have had to drag me off set. Diana still has the floor. She's giving a soliloquy about why she hates Sutton, all while she's licking her lips. This is painful. This is really uncomfortable to watch. Like, Sutton, I think she's broken down. She don't have anything left. And it sucks because Diana's an easy bitch to put in her place. So now Kyle wants to feel sorry for Sutton. Shut the fuck up, Kyle. And everybody around knows it's wrong, yet no one says anything. Crystal, speak up. Cherie, speak up. Kathy. I want Sutton to speak up for herself. Damn it. And then Diana brings up Sutton's miscarriages and says she didn't bring it up to the group, which Sutton explained in the after show that she only known these women for 3 years, so of course they don't know everything about her. Sutton already apologized, so I don't know what Diana wants. So Diana is done. She says she wants to go back to her hotel. Sutton is like, let her go. Let her go back to her hotel. I think that's all Sutton had in her. She just let Diana talk. I think she's the most hated housewife of all time amongst the fans. She better not go to BravoCon. She better not, because I'm going to bring a box of tomatoes for her. So Diana's trying to play victim right now. She's supposed to be the one that's upset. Okay. So as Diana's headed to the door, we see Garcelle comforting Sutton. We see Kyle trying to comfort Sutton after all that started because of Kyle. Kyle's a sociopath. And now Sutton is breaking down. I feel really bad for her. I'm Team Sutton, y'all. However you look at it, that was bullying in my eyes. We then cut to Kyle's confession, and she's actually making excuses for Diana in that moment. Kyle is fake, and she is the Real Housewives version of Regina George. I don't want to hear anything else she has to fucking say, and that is where the episode ends. Whew, y'all, what an episode. Like, this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Aspen. Did y'all see that preview for next week? I cannot wait. I wouldn't be surprised if this Aspen trip lasted 4 episodes. Too much is going on. Like, this was just the first night. Oh my God. I can't wait to hear what y'all have to say about this episode. What else is there to say? I think I've been rambling long enough. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all for the next episode. Bye.